Hi everyone, JoJo with JoJo Crosses here, and we're playing Animal Crossing ACNH. And today I am on my Pinwheel Island, the Rainbow Island one color section challenge, I guess you could call it. This was our last week's build on the black section. And today we're going to work on the red section, which you can see over here. I already started by putting down some pathways that I had downloaded. And then I also moved the Able Sisters over here. Since it's red, I just thought I would embrace it and maybe connect Poppy and Able Sisters as kind of one entity. So I'm going to see if it's possible to make these two buildings kind of connected, if that makes sense. So we'll see what we can do with this, but for right now, I thought this pathing was cute, and it led over to this little kind of picnic area that is along where I've done some terraforming here. And then this just kind of goes along where the black side is over here. And then there is a little section on this direction. I also did do the beaches that were tied in with the other colors. So this is the black portion of the beach here that I did. I just did that during the day today. Just to get it done, you know, so that I don't think everyone loves to watch people do beaches, but... And then this is the rest of the black section here. And then this kind of turns into the brown area, which went this direction. So I put all the brown things in here. And then there was a tiny little bit of the white area here. So I kind of just tied that in right that way. And then if you continue this direction, oh my gosh. I think I literally have to go up and around because it's like kind of squished in over there. This section I have not done yet, but it's only going to have a tiny little bit of white here, and then, you know, the other color will come in there. But wherever the shoreline is, where the color is where I'm going to, you know, adjust the beaches. So I'm going to try to do them as I go. I also customized all the houses that I have already done so far. So I did Marshall's house, that one, and then the brown one for Silvana, I did this house. And then the other one is the black house, and this is Blair's house. So we can go in and see what hers looks like because she is home. But otherwise, the other two we'll have to see either on a tour or maybe another time. If I see that they're open, we'll go in. But this is her little house that I made for her. I kind of made her like a little, I don't know, like a little restaurant. She's crafting today, which I've already talked to her and stuff. But normally there's one of these plants in that corner, and there's also a little little umbrella stand. So she moved it to be a little crafting fiend today. But I'll say hi to her one more time. And then we'll head out, and we're going to go over to our red area that's going to be today. And the red area, like I said, I already put down some patterning, and Able Sisters is there and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can tie it all together and kind of make it. Oh no, he's mad. Why do all my villagers get mad on this? Oh goodness. You know what, it's gonna be okay, Marshall. Okay, I don't know how to help you, buddy. They get so unhappy, right? Oh my goodness. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started on this. Oh my goodness, he's just throwing a tizzy fit. I don't see Marshall mad too much, so that's interesting. We're gonna kind of go with the mushies over here because I really love the little mushrooms. And so I think what I'll do is I'll start at the top of the hill by doing all the filling in up here. And then we'll work our way to the bottom. I think that'd be easier because this is gonna be the harder part for me. And so if I can get the harder filler parts done, I will be really happy. And then all I have to do is worry about the front end, which is just gonna be some Able Sisters beautifications. So anyway, let me get some trees and things in my pockets, and then we'll come back and I'll start decorating. Okay, I got a few things to get us started. So I thought I would put in just a nice little cherry tree back here. Can I go one more back? Let's see, probably not. Because they have, oh, I can, yay. It'll have fruit on it soon. But that is a nice little starter for the, you know, just getting some of the red, or I want to use the greenery, but I want to have the red on there too. So I figured that's a nice little way to do it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this pattern down over here because I'm going to put a little mushy item down on this one. And let's see, I've got a couple of them. Let's put that guy here. Beautiful. And then I will plant some flowers and things, bushes around this, but I just wanted to get the other bigger items in first. Let's see, I feel like here we could put in like maybe just a smaller tree, regular size tree. Let me try that. All right, and then here we can go ahead and put like a medium young hardwood if it will. Oh, it won't go. Why won't you go? There we go. It's kind of in line with the other one, but that's okay. All right, and then on this section here, we could just put a little, let's see. Let's see what else we have. A little mush low stool would be cute. Go in there. And I do want to use some of the little hearts and stuff, but I think I'll use those down lower where you can walk around on them. One of them though is this heart container. I thought I could put one of those up here maybe, just floating around on the edge. But that would be kind of cute. Let me see, let me bring that out just a bit. Maybe more out to the edge would be better. It doesn't really do anything. It just kind of sits there and you have to walk around it. So, but in here, I think we'll plant some bushes and stuff. So let me, I do have some bushes in my pockets. Yeah, let's do this. Plant that. And that will grow up to be a big boy or girl. I also have this red fencing. I'm going to try it out and see how I like it. And then in front of that, I think we could plant a red flower. Let me get some of those out of my pocket. All right, so we've got our little red mama. Let's try that. And then we could put like, maybe in front of this tree, let's put the red Cosmo. And then let's put another one over here, like in this section. I think what I'll do over here is just put a weed in or two, maybe one. It'll grow to be two, I'm sure. Okay, and then on the corner here, I do have a little birdhouse. I thought that could kind of look cute somewhere. Let me see how it will look on the edge here. Kind of like that. That's cute. You can still see everything behind it. All right, and then let's plant another bush in here. Let's see, maybe right here if it'll go. I'm just using the red hibiscus starts. Oh, it wants to go there. Okay, so maybe we can go ahead and put another weed over here just so to fill in. Oh, there's nowhere to fill it. Oh, okay, so this thing must be taking up some space. So that's okay. Let me see if I can actually get down. Is it gonna let me crawl down? I don't know. Let's give it a try here. Alright, I kind of moved it and then I ended up having all this space back here, so it's just kind of where it was sitting. Let me go ahead and put some more flowers in behind it, just to, you know, and these will grow up, so we'll go look at those in a little bit once they've grown to full size. But that's just one section. Let's put a flower here so we can still get across and stuff. So it's kind of better to have it like that. And then this can be a bush. I'm just gonna have to make sure that I decorate all above it before it grows in. And then up here, sorry about the water, by the way. It's going to sound kind of staticky right now, but it's not static. It's just the nature of the water flowing, you know. But we'll go ahead and put that red there, and then let's put another one here and another bush right here. Right there. Perfecto. Where it'll go in. Okay, and then we might be able to put like a one spot situation here. So let me see if maybe a little mush stool or something would go there. Let's see here. Oh, we have this little super mushroom. Will that go down here? Let's try moving back. Oh, whoops. No, get back over there, girl. Let's try that. Oh, there we go. That's cute. Okay. And then, let's see. We could probably put another bush on this side. I'm going to need a lot of these bushes, I can tell. All right, let me grab a few more flowers. I'm going to go up to this top portion up here. And we're going to pack in as many trees as we can up this way. I did grab an apple tree too, a few apple trees. Let's see. Here's a full-size apple tree. And then I thought right here, let's see what we can do as far as getting, I don't know how close to the water I can get. Large young hardwood. No, that isn't going to fit there. Will you fit here? No. This Nintendo is mean. It won't go in here. It's too skinny. I may only be able to get that one. It's probably going to have to go like right here. Yeah. Not sure that I love that side by side like that. But you know what? If I put a little fence in between it, let me get this out of my hand. Put a little fence in between it and stuff, some bushes around it and things, might actually end up looking okay. Let's try it out. Let's see. I'm still not sure on this fencing, but we'll see. I'm going to plant a bush in front of it this time and see how I like that. And then let's plant that, push that in there. And what I think I'll do right here is put in one of those, what is it, a mush partition. Let's put that in. I like that. That's cute. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and put in, let's see, another, let me put this away. Let's put in some flowers in front of this. So let me get some of those in my pocket. All right, got some more flowers in my pocket. So let's put a few more here. Let's put a little mum up this way. And let's see, let's plant another bush over here. Like such. And let's see. So we put another bush here. Once these mature, they're going to be the red hibiscus, and I don't know, you know, how they're gonna come in, but they should look pretty cool. Let's see what else I have in my pocket. We're not gonna put a cruiser bike up here. That'd be weird. Some of this stuff. Oh, we could put a little mush lamp. We could do that. Let me put something on the ground as far as a pattern goes and see. And like I say, once all this fills in, it'll look a lot nicer. I can do this one. A little mushy item. And then maybe, I don't know, is that too much mushies next to each other? Nah, we're going to go ham on the mush, I guess. Let's throw this in. I think that's okay. I gotta look up some more red items and see, because I do want to have a little more variety up here. So let me do that really quick. Alright, well, when in doubt, I guess you just throw down a few extra flowers. So let me put down a couple of those, because I don't really have a lot up here anyways. Let me throw that one and that one in. Let's do those for now. And then let's head over this way and let's get in. I found some mum cushions. I thought those would be cute to put in here. Whoops, oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, and let's get the mum cushion out. So let's throw that. And then we can put a little bush right behind it. Perfect. And then on this one, we could put a little bigger item. Let's see what else we have in our pockets here. Some of this stuff is for down below, so it doesn't really make sense to put it up here. But I'm just looking to see what we have here. These little guys are gonna go down yonder. Let's see. Yeah, all these things are kind of for down low. So let me get some more floral flowers up here. And let's throw in, oh, hello, there we go. One more bush on this side. Whoops, nope. There we go. And then back here, I don't think you're really gonna be able to see too much. But let me go ahead and put a little fencing in back here. Just to kind of, you know, whoops, hello. Add a little extra red. There we go. Put a flower in here. Alright, we have not used a pansy yet, so let's do that. Let's put one of those. They're not my favorite, but I actually do like them in the red zone. I think it looks kind of cool. And then let me see, I thought up here it's just going to be really hard to put anything other than a few small things and stuff, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and put another mush stool up here where you could see it, like right here. And then we'll go ahead and just fill in with a couple of bushes and stuff like that in here. We can put a little fence. Let's see. Do I want it in front of the bush? I don't know. And we can put a flower over here. I don't know if I like that. I kind of like the bush in front. So you know what? Let me dig up this bush. And we'll trade places. We'll put the fencing behind it. And then, yeah, that'll look a little better, I think. All right, build fence. Do that. Okay, and then we'll put this guy back in there. And now I'm not going to be able to get over there. Oh, okay, got it. And let's put a little windflower. All right, and then can I get across? Probably not. Let's see. Let me see. Can I jump? Nope, I cannot. Can I get down this direction? This way. Oh, hello. Okay. The struggle is real. Once you start filling it in, it's like, oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I could do some red glowing items. Let me see about the red glowing moss balloon. Alright, so we'll go ahead and stick one of these balloons up here. I'm not sure it's the best choice for up here, but you know what? It's gonna work. It's fine. We're just trying to make sure that there's something up here for everyone. You know what I mean? So yeah, let me put a little weed on the edge here because there aren't really any of those up here too much. And I do want to have some naturey stuff. Okay. Now over here, I think we can put in a whole tree. So let's go ahead and put, let's see, put another apple tree here. And I'm wondering if we're able to put, no, I don't think we can. We could put another one next to it. We could put a cherry tree. Actually, let's just do a smaller size tree. Medium young hardwood. There we go. I need to plant a cherry nursery apple behind it. Just so it doesn't, ooh, I gotta get up and, oh man. Let me get over there on the other side. I'm gonna need to plant one by this little one here that I didn't do. So let me see if I can get up behind it. Let me see what I have going on back here. Yeah, I can do it. I just forgot. That would not be good. I'll come back and it'll be all grown up. It'll be all grown up. No longer a baby. Okay, and then maybe right here we could put the cherry tree. Let's see if it'll do its thing here. Cherry tree. No. I can't make my girl work here. Oh shoot. Let me see if I put the shovel in my hand and try to dig it. Let's see. Okay, can we do that? No? But why? It's so unfair. Okay, well then guess what? There's gonna be... Oh, maybe we'll put another mush partition up here, or maybe we can put the mush table. What about that? Actually, you know what? I'll put a mush parasol here. So let me put down the pattern. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot decide. And you're gonna be like, just get it done. Nope, that's not where I wanted that to go. Do it right. Oh man. Yeah, that's not really working out the way we want it to here. Let me see. Let me see if I start back here. Oh, I guess maybe that is where it needs to go. It just looks wonky. Yeah, I guess so. No, see, that's further back than I was going, so it just wasn't listening. Crazy town. Okay, that's where I'd like to put my other mush parasol. So, let me see. Here. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then let me put in another couple of bushes here. Let me grab those. Alright, so we'll put our red hibiscus down here. And then let's put a piece of fence here and a flower. Just to tie in like the rest of it is. Let's do that. And then let's put this flower in right here. We'll put a little tulip. Alright, and then I'm going to climb on down and we're going to go to the back side and just kind of fill in this left hand part right here, and then we can kind of come around to the front and get that part decked out. So let's see, let's put in a little bit more fencing up here to match the other side. So we'll go ahead and maybe just punch in a few back here. Can I get any back there? I don't think so. Shoot, hold on. That's gonna look weird, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't think I can get any more in there, so that's gonna have to be what it is. Let's put a bush in between so that it will grow there. And then we'll go ahead and put a flower right in front of that. We'll put this Cosmo here. And then we do have this little glowing moss stool that I grabbed. Let me see where it's at. Oh, let's put the red dragon. Let me see what space that takes up. It might be too small. Let me put down some patterning here and see how big that thing is. It might be too big, but let's put down like this little mushy item and then let's see if it'll fit. I really don't know. Ooh, it will. Okay, he's cool. So let's put that guy there. That'll be awesome. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna put another piece of fence back here since there's a little gap area. Yep, look at Poppy back there reading. How cute is she? All right, and then let me put another bush in here just to even the sides out. And then we'll put a couple flowers in here. Get those. All right, another thing that I found that I thought might be kind of cute is to put down this little ladybug umbrella. So I grabbed that. Oh, that is really cute, actually. I might just leave it exactly where it is right there, because if you're down here walking around, I think you'll see that. It's really cute. Yes, I do like that. Actually, let me pick it up. Oh man, it's gonna pluck a flower. Doggone it. Let me push it in here. There we go. All right, let me plant a flower here because I don't want to waste the space in here that doesn't have anything. And then we'll put the ladybug umbrella down. But yeah, it's really cute. Like, I think that's a nice little added addition there. Kind of hiding behind there like a big old bug coming out. All right, let me go around the back. Oh shoot, let me jump. Jump, jump. There's just not a lot of space back here. So let me get up here. And yeah, we're gonna put another flower in on this side. We'll put the windflower. We don't have too many of these around the island, so might as well do that while we can. And then I'm gonna go ahead and plant a bush back here, and that's gonna keep us from climbing up here ever again, but that's okay. I don't really have need to get back here. We can always get up this direction maybe if we want to, but you know, don't need to. Let me put a red flower in here too, just so that if you kind of come around a corner, you'll kind of see it. I don't really care too much about the back side of things, but we can go ahead and put a couple flowers in here just to make sure it looks filled in. Is there a space back here? Oh, there's a lot of space back here. We can put a couple trees, or at least a tree. Yeah, let me put in a big tree here. Let me put a big one. We've got this big cherry tree. Yes. Okay, that'll be good. All right, just to add some height back there and stuff. And then, yeah, I think I'll plant a couple of bushes back here. Like I say, it's not really going to show. It's just going to be like filler, but at least when you walk by, it'll be kind of pretty and filled in, you know. Let's put in some more flowers. And then we'll put in maybe a weed or two. There we go. I think that's a good way to fill that in, so that's perfect. And like I said, I don't think this back side really needs to be filled in too much because it's not anything you can really see. And then we'll go ahead and head to the front over here. And my idea is to make this like a little sales area. We're gonna make a little picnic here. We'll put some filler in on this side. Lots of trees and bushes are going to go along this edge over here, and mushy items, that kind of thing. So that's really what I'm going to do, is just go around filling in with all of these same items. I thought it would be cute to have like a little path of hearts. Maybe along here would be cute, right? So what we could do is maybe put a few flowers in along this way. And we'll put like a heart. Well, actually, I think I'm going to have to do this because it'll go in front of me, right? Put a heart. And then we'll put another flower in here if I could actually get one in my pocket. All right, on this, I wanted to get back here before I couldn't, you know, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back in here again. So I got another mush partition. I thought that would be cute back here. And then we could go ahead and put in like a bush here. And we'll go ahead and throw in a flower here. I think only maybe one will fit in there. Let me see. Let's do this guy. Yeah, I think that's all it's gonna fit. On this one, let's do a lily, I guess. We'll do a lily on the lily. All right, and then in this little area here, we could put a little something bigger in the middle, but I do want to be able to get around in here. I guess we could put a bush on the edge. I remembered I had tomatoes in my pocket, so I thought that would be kind of cute to have a little tomato garden maybe to the back of this build, just to utilize those, you know. Let's put a flower in right here. Let's put a rose. And then, let's see, another heart right here. Let's do that. Perfect, because I want to be able to walk still, you know, so that would be cute. And then let's put a piece of fencing over here, a couple of them. See what we can do as far as just accenting it a little bit. I'm not sure how in love I am with that fence. Wait, can I even go by? Oh, it's a squish. Okay, yeah, I don't love that. So I don't want it to be squishy, you know, I want to be able to get by. So what we'll do is we'll do another flower right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and just put one of our little designs in right here, the mushy design. Display on ground, perfecto, okay. And then we'll go ahead and put another one of the hearts right here. I don't think I have too many of these in my pocket. Let's see. There's another one. Perfect. And then we can put another flower here. And then if I had another heart, we could put it right here and just kind of lead them all over to this picnic. All right, so let's put the heart in here. No, not a heart container, a heart. There we go. Then we can put another flower in right here. And then our last heart can go, whoops, I'm standing where it's gonna go. Our last little heart could go right here. Oh, where did it go? Oh, I think it's down over here. Yeah, there we go. Place. Perfect. So then as you walk along, you have these little hearts. Super cute. I like that. All right, and then over here, we're going to do another mushy item. I wanted to do the mush table. I thought that could be used to put some stuff on it that were the Able sisters might be selling. And then I wanted to customize some stands for this area and things. So let me grab those and customize them. Okay, I went ahead and did this back part here, which is just a bunch of filler and mushies and things like that. Oh, I noticed an empty space. I'm gonna put in a bunch of tomatoes. Oops. Up front here. Let me put a weed in here too, just so we fill it in a little bit more in case, you know, we need spaces to be filled in there. Okay. Anyways, and then up here, like in this area, I thought I'm gonna put in one of those big barn pieces, you know, and then over here I'm gonna put in like a little tomato garden right here. Just the Able Sister girls are growing a little tomato garden, so I'm gonna fill in some of that dirt right in here. So let me try doing that real quick. So we'll put just a few strips. We don't need a ton, but I figured if we just did like 3 or 4 strips across, and we'll just interchange the dirt colors, you know, and then we can just plant our little tomato bushes over here. There we go. And then let's make this one down here. I like them to be like a little off kilter sometimes, so it's just my favorite way of doing it. So a lot of times you'll see the same look on some of my islands. It's just my favorite, that's all. Oh, let's extend this out 1. There we go. good. Okay. And then I got a little hand cart, so I thought we can throw a little hand cart down. This guy. I want to go ahead and do this one. Hello. Move that in just a bit. And then let's just plant our tomato trees, tomato plants here. I believe they're all the same size. So there's not like we have to go to any efforts here. They all only have one. I could pluck them and water them and then come back in a couple days and each day and pluck them again and water them, but I'm probably not going to do that. I'm just going to plant what I got and call it a day, you know. I like them a little spread out too sometimes, so we'll go ahead and we'll plant all the ones we have, but I just don't want them to be orderly. I feel like gardens are very scattered about, you know? So I think this works out pretty good. All right, let's put another tomato tree here. I might need a few more, actually. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to. All right, let me grab some more. All right, let's plant one right here. And then just the next couple here. Let's see. Nope, that is not what I had planned on doing, but whatever. Okay, and then I think back in here we're going to go ahead and put a shovel. I went ahead and got one of these shovels. It's customized to be red. Alright, it's the outdoorsy shovel, so I'm just going to place that. And then I'm going to turn it. It is supposed to be red. I don't know how red that is, but it's okay. It'll do. It's rusty red, we'll call it. Okay. And I think I need one more tomato plant right in there. So I'm going to take this one out of here and we'll go ahead and put it right back in here. Let's see. Perfect. And then on the edge here, let's go ahead and just put a bush in. We can put in a little bit of the red fencing out here to kind of line it. Whoops, no. Put a couple of those. Whoops, hello. Like that. And then we can put a flower out here just to, I don't know, look cute. Alright, and back here, let's put another little, let's put a little piece of fence in here. And then let's put another couple of pieces of fences back here just to keep this blocked off, you know? Blocked off from the rodents. No, I'm just kidding. Which are our villagers, right? Alright, so that looks kind of cute to have that there. I like that. We can still hopefully get through here once the bushes are grown in and stuff like that. Alright, let me just get the oh my gosh, what the heck is it called? My brain cannot function. It is a silo. So let's go ahead and put a silo in here. And then I did get one of these windmills and I thought, you know what, if it'll fit in here, let's give it a try. I'm not sure, but I kind of like the idea of it being right in front of this one, and it's kind of orangey, rusty looking, but I still think it would work. Let me see if we can do it a little off kilter. That would be cute. And then let's see, let's put a bush in front of, actually, let's put a milk container in front of that because we've got a red one. All right, so we've got the milk can. Let's put that in. Let's see, right here. There we go. And then I'm just gonna plant one last flower over here. Put a tulip. There we go. Just to kind of tip it off. All right. So that takes care of that end of things. We've got everything else planted up there. It looks good. And then let's just head over here. We're gonna finish off our little picnic area here and our sales area. Then we'll be all set with this build, I want to go ahead and put some storefronts in front of this Able Sisters and stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. This one, because we kind of want to make it look farmish, you know. I don't know if I'm gonna get one on this edge. Let me see if I can bump this over a little bit, or maybe out. See how far over we can do. It's not gonna let me push it back. No. That is such a stinking bummer because of the spacing of that step. Where can we put it? Let's see, right here. Okay, that kind of covers that gap. And then if we wanted to put, I want it to make it look like it belongs together, like both buildings are kind of connected. So I need to put something to block right here. And I don't know what that is yet, so let me discover. Okay, I went ahead and put a storefront in between the two buildings, so it kind of makes them look like they're connected. And then I think I'm going to put another storefront in front of this, just so that it covers that window area and kind of makes this tied together. And then we'll put another storefront on the side of the building, and that will kind of just make those look like it's all one big building. So I kind of want it to make it look like these are all the same storefront. And then I'm going to customize this house to a red, hoping that it'll kind of match up with these guys, and it makes it look like one big store instead of two buildings next to each other. So in the meantime, let me put my little sales area over here, and then we'll just do some filler in the back here. I'd like to plant a couple of trees and stuff back here. So let's do that before we get too far as well. We can put our, whoops, hello. Yes, we can. You were such a liar. There is. Oh, it's the building. Maybe there isn't. Let me see if it will actually allow me to do anything back here. Let's see. No. There. Will that... Oh, it's cut. No. Gosh darn it. It's because of that spot right there. I really want a tree back here. Let me see if I can figure this out. All right, well, it looks like we're gonna put our tree right here instead, and that'll at least add something back there. And then I think I can put one of those pine trees back here. Let me try that. All right, let's throw that down. No room. Let me see if I can get it. We'll see. It's a big tree thing, so okay, there's got to be room. It's not that tiny back here. I feel like there's enough space. Let me go way over here. Sometimes you go way out and it'll go, and then you can push it. So push it. It won't go any further than this. Oh man. Dang it. Okay, what about a green vine? Let's see about that. All right, well, I ended up getting frustrated. Nothing would fit back here. So it doesn't make any sense to try to keep fighting with it. I tried a giant vine, I tried a pine tree, all sorts of things, and it was just like, no. So, which I can't tell because I thought this is like a 4x4 square, but it must be a little bit off, and I just can't tell, you know what I mean? So that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and put some fencing in here, and then I'm gonna just fill it in with a couple of bushes and a few flowers in here, just to take up the space, you know what I mean? All right, for this spot right here, I went ahead and I have these little custom designs that I had downloaded, and I'm gonna see if I can put this little mush hat over here. So I thought it'd be really cute. And it is. All right, and then we have a little music cassette player, so I thought we could go ahead and just stick that up there. And do I have any music yet on this island? No, I sure don't. That is very unlike me. Crazy town. Okay, let me get some of my little custom designs out because that's what we're going to be selling over on this side. So I downloaded this super adorable little heart cardigan. Thought that was super cute. And then we have this ladybug one right here. Oh, this is a mush dress. Super cute. Let's see, display. And then the ladybug dress. So cute. Oh my gosh, like adorable, right? And then let's see. Let's go to this one and display here. I feel like I need one more just to go on this side, but I need to download it. So let me push this back a little bit. Yeah, we can get one more in here, I think, as far as the sale items go. All right, I went and downloaded a couple more designs, and I will have those in my Pinterest file under the Pinwheel section if you want to find the codes for these. But this one is absolutely adorable, and it is a little red dress with flowers on it. Let me throw that one up in there. Super cute. And then I also got a couple more. I'm gonna just put those, let me see, let me throw one here. Here. And this guy, it's a little apron. And then I'm gonna put one more on this edge right here. That way you can kind of see them all. Whoops, wrong place. All right, let's do this one. But since it is, you know, the clothing shop over here, I thought, you know, why not? This one is a little cherry apron. So super cute. Aren't those adorable? I'm also going to put one on. I really like this flower one over here. So let me try that. Not this one. This one. Oh my goodness. Look at me. How cute am I? I am adorable. All right. Okay, so the front of this is done. We've got a few items out here for people to take a look at for dresses and things that might be for sale. Let's get a couple of items out on this area here. Let's see, we have... Most of this is not to go up here, but let's see what I do have in here. Oh, okay. All this is to go out on the ground. So let's put our... Can we put our bike out in front of this? Will that allow it? Let's see. Where did I put it? Here. We have to have as many cruiser bikes on this island as possible. This is one of my favorite items. It's so cute. All right, yeah, that works perfectly. And then I will replace this brick code with a better brick code. I was looking at one that April Honey has. I just wanted to see if I could get it a little bit more red. So I'm gonna see if I can either get that from one of her other islands. I believe it's called Blossom. And then these were made by April Honey too, these ones right here. And they are like a light tone of red. I know they kind of look a little pinkish on the ground, but it is more of a terracotta salmony red, I guess. So anyways, I went ahead and used those too because I think it's really cute. It looks like a little crochet pattern. So I really liked that. But let me get some flowers in here and bushes and stuff like that, and then we'll take a little tour of the area. So I'm going to go ahead and put those down, and then I'll come back, and I'll be back in just a second. Hi there, I'm back, and it's a rainy day. It is a rainy day, but we should have a completed red section. So let's go over and see what everything looks like. So this is our little area. We have our little Able sisters here where they are just you know, ready to go in there. And then a few items out front, of course, their little clothing section and stuff like that. I went ahead and customized Poppy's house red. Looks like she's home. We can go in. I just made it kind of a living quarters. So it's not anything like a shop or whatnot. I was going to, and then I thought, you know, I'm just going to make it like something that she would be comfortable in. And very red because that was the assignment over here. So let's say hi to Poppy. Hopefully she enjoys it. It's still got some of her mushy elements in here. And I took down her fall stuff and gave her more red. But yeah, that is her little house. It's not my favorite thing I've done, but you know, it's all right. Same with this whole like area. It's okay. It's not my favorite, but I do think it's kind of cute. We got a lot of mushies and things like that around here. You can see the hill is filled with all sorts of red items. And then when we come back over here, we've just got our little tomato farm in the back. And again, the hill is just filled with all sorts of red items and fruit trees that are red. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. If you guys, I will do the beaches, but I usually just do those offline. But we'll go ahead and fill the beaches up until this point for the red. So this should have a whole bunch of red things on it the next time we tour through. And yeah, it'll be ready to go. So if you guys have any questions or issues or suggestions or whatnot, let me know. Otherwise, hopefully you enjoyed this build. It was a little bit of a struggle. So I do understand that and I apologize. But in the end, I think it looks pretty cute and kind of goes with our island. So that was the main goal today. We will go to our orange color on the next one, and I will see you over there in just a little bit. So I will talk to you guys later. All right, love y'all. Bye.